I want to start this video off first and foremost with two things that I kind of felt like were pretty accurate. Right now, of course, this is kind of a continuation video actually that I'm doing. If you've seen part one, that's great. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with me. If you haven't, don't worry about it. Check the name, scroll through. You might see something you like, get to know me. But today, I'm not here to talk about me. We're actually here to talk about this man right here, who I owe a big thank you to, Chadwick Boseman. These words right here, just that I displayed on this card, are courage, pride, strength, truth. Just a few words that seemingly describe an amazing person, man. And of course, all across the board, not just on camera, but even offset too, man, like in real life. So for those of you that know, we lost an amazing person, and not too long ago, literally, we just come from Halloween. So I feel like in certain traditions and certain cultures, they celebrate, the dead. Like even, in the Latino community, they celebrate, Day of the Dead. So I feel like it was only right to pay tributes and salutes to one of ours. And again, this man right here, Chadwick Boseman, just, we owe him I feel like me personally, I owe him a huge debt, just a thank you, and I never met him. I didn't have a chance to shake his hand or anything like that, but for the influence, not just through me, but I have a son, and my son loves Black Panther. So, for the inspiration, for the encouragement, and again, and this is just one of the major roles that he's known for, which one of the things that really took him to the stars and back, man. So, as you guys can see, my shirt reads a few names, one being James Brown, two being Jackie Robinson, ironically enough, three being Thurgood Marshall, if you do or you don't know, and of course under it is the hero that I just named, Black Panther, and then under that lays one name resides, and that's this man, Chadwick Boseman. And again, it's just a huge influence that he set, even not even just people of color, but anybody from the outside looking in, the influence was there. It was something that we really haven't had, we really haven't had predominantly Black film that was put out, or just, a film of people in color in general that did the numbers that it did, that took off as fast as it did. And I feel like it was a big surprise to him, and to a lot of other people as well. And I just wanted to do, like I said, somewhat of a continuation video, this being part two, which is why I show two cards that you don't see too often in the very beginning of this. So right now I want to get to actually the very first book that I ever seen that Marvel did for this character. This right here, as you guys can see above the actual initial header of the book, there's a black bar, which I stated in my last video. I wasn't going to show you guys all of them, so I didn't in that video, and I'm showing you a few more here. This says rest in power. Chadwick Boseman has the year he was born, and of course this year being 2020, the year that our king fell. So the falling of our king it was just a big hit, man. It actually almost felt like I lost a family member or something like that. I was like, nah, this can't be real. There's no way. It was crazy. It was a crazy big hit. And again, I'm sure not just me, but a lot of people throughout the community felt it. And I felt like I see a lot of love online, but a lot of things I feel like us as people just in general that we do, like so many things are so temporary. Like it'll be news for a week or a couple days or something like that. And then 2-3 weeks from now, nobody talks about it. Like nobody mentions it. So if you guys have seen the film, I'm sure a lot of you have. If you have not, definitely check out Black Panther. Again, whether you're a person of color or not, you might simply just love the film. But in the film, it's something that you hear throughout it, which is Wakanda forever. Now, Wakanda is a place, but the very last word after that is forever. So forever is a mighty long time. So that's how I feel like this, it resonated with me, just the film in general, not just the phrase. It resonated with me, and I know it hit, some other people as well. But like I said, I went from memorabilia to clothing to Kamoya beads, which I mentioned in my previous video. But again, man, I'm going to get ahead of myself a little bit. I'm going to get so much more into some of these covers that I just love as soon as I seen them. Again, I'm a collector, so it was a must have for me. This is actually a series that's going on throughout the X-Men. It's called X of Swords, which is actually concurrent through a few titles, not just X-Men, but X Factor as well, and a few other titles. But if you see big in blue, that's like the series that they have going on. And they put it there. His face also being Black Panther, actually being on the book. It was just great, man. Again, some of these covers were beautiful. This cover actually has nothing to do with that particular series, but it's just another Black Panther variant cover. And as you guys see him down there, this is actually what they call a Fortnite variant, which you guys know. Of course, you probably heard about it. Fortnite, the game. They started doing variants for whatever reason. They got a licensing deal and a partnership with Marvel, so they started putting out different variants for certain covers. That Black Panther one, of course, was a must have for me. This right here is actually another one. This is a Magnificent Mrs. Marvel. If you guys have heard about Mrs. Marvel, yeah, there's a few. But this Mrs. Marvel right here, this was just kind of something special. Her name is Kamala Khan. And, of course, as you guys see, they gave her book, the Chadwick Boseman black title bar over it. This is an X-Force book, actually. This is also one of the books that Marvel chose to use and do. And like I said, some of these I mentioned in my previous video, they actually don't display a title bar. This one, I was like, hang on, was it a mistake? Was there a problem? But I'll get to it and show you. It's okay to some degree because they didn't put anything on the front, but for whatever reason they decided to, guess what? They still gave him nothing but respects because, boom, it is on the back. So this is one of the very few books that I know that they did do this on where it was not on the top, on the front page or the header at all. But again, they still showed their respect. They still put it on the back, so I was still proud about that. And yeah, this is actually an Evil Miles Morales cover, which is kind of crazy. But again, I was just very thankful for what Marvel did, man. And I was actually, I went back not too long ago and I was watching an interview with him. And they actually asked him, like some of these names with me. It was like, did you ever think that you would play so many legends? And he was just like, things like this, like you can't forecast that. Like you really can't forecast it. And I was like, it's absolutely right. You can't predict these type of things. So his passing was just, it's a big hit, man. And again, we can't predict these type of things. So I would never predict that Marvel would do as many covers as they've done. And again, I'm just displaying a few here, man. This is not all of them. I promise you. As you guys see, this is a Captain America one where the Winter Soldier, which is Bucky Barnes, and my man right here, Falcon, as Captain America, are aiming at Steve Rogers. But that actually was really fitting to me. It looks crazy, but it was just a really good cover. And the last one I'm going to display and show you guys here today is this Marvel Avengers, a cover done by Alex Ross, which actually looks like a tribute cover to me. Like, don't, you might not feel the same way, but don't kick me while I'm down. I feel like this right here was made to be a tribute cover, and lo and behold, again, these things can't be predicted. Look what it turned out to be, man. So those are just a few of the covers I want to display and show to you guys. Thank you for tuning in. As he would say, Wakanda forever. Work is still not done. There's so much more to do, and I will catch you guys on the next one.